Yes, that's exactly the way it should be, Hector. The rules should be a set of guidelines and nothing more. You should feel free to throw the rules out the moment they stop. You know, when the rules are getting in the way of the fun, you need to throw the rules out. Like the rules are just there to be sort of like the guiding principle. Um, but I have always loved the idea of have a plan, but it's like a ad lib session, you know? Like you have a rough idea of where you want the campaign to go, but everything else needs to be ad lib. And the dice are literally what tell the story. So win or fail, you know, the dice are what dictate what's happening. And you have to, I think that once you can get into that flow of letting the dice dictate what's going on at any given session, it opens up so many more opportunities because then it's not you telling the story. All you're doing is guiding the story. And you know, you can always you know, the Matt Mercer method is great. It's highly entertaining and it works. Um, but I'm just a big fan of, you know, having flexibility and stuff. All right, let's see how much money I made. I haven't played this guy in a couple of days. Oh shit, I did sell a bunch of stuff. So let's see how much money I made. I'm at 40, I'm at 39,000. Nice. So I made 40K, 30K. I made like 30,000. I still have some things on the broker that'll be up for another day. We'll see if those sell. Exchange has been very good to me. Yeah, Hector, I had it was one of the only sessions I've ever walked away from. I was 23, I think I was 23 years old. 22 or 23, something like that. And I um, I had congestive lung failure. I was living with my grandma, recuperating. And the first time in my life, I had gone off and done like something out of construction, and I went and got a summer job uh, while I was hanging out at my grandma's place in Springfield, Missouri. It was doing telemarketing. I went and worked for the summer at this. I think it was called MCI, like selling long distance or something. And it was a boring job, but it was something to do while I was hanging out at my grandma's place. And I met some people there who said they loved D&D, and they were looking for someone to like DM. And so I was like, oh, well, you know, they just wanted to have fun and play D&D, and we got together, and it was this dude and his like wife and like two of their friends, and I DM'd I think 3 sessions and walked away and was like, nope, because the dude who we were playing with was a rule Nazi, and he couldn't accept that I was making decisions based on just role play and dice rolls and like interpretive ad lib, having fun with it. He like I remember there was this session where they were like trying to attack this giant, right? And he wanted to do these crazy like acrobatics things, and I'm just like, you know what? We're gonna simplify this, and we're just gonna say, you know, you need an 18 or higher to make that crit hit. And then I like to use 6-sided dice for a lot of stuff where it's like I call them flavor dice. And he was flipping out over me wanting to use flavor dice. He's like, no, it has to be, look, I'm jumping this far. The rules say that it needs to be. And he literally got pissed and like yelled at me. And I literally packed my books up and I said, I'm not going to put up with this. And I left his house and never talked to the guy again. I worked in the same building with him, but just avoided him at work. I literally just packed up my shit and left his house. I was like, nope, not going to deal with that. No, no. You know, some 30-year-old dude yelling at me about rules, and it's like, I'm not going to, no. Not my version of fun. If you want to roll that way, that's your choice. You can do that if you want to, but I have no desire to play with people like that because you know, he was literally upset, like yelling about that's not how the rules are supposed to work. Dude. Okay. Okay, I think what I need to do is go to Imperial Testing Station number 29. You know, something I was thinking about last night with this character, guys. So the this is a challenge run, right? So I'm not allowed to, like, part of this is I'm not doing like any sort of major crafting. So buying my vehicle components and things of that nature. But I was just thinking, what happens when you're pursuing the faction storyline and you get to the point where they send you to the instances that are off in the deep desert? How do you do those if you don't have an ornithopter? Like, what if I haven't got the coin to buy the ornithopter parts to put the ornithopter together? Is there a taxi option to go to those destinations? Because like there's like the water merchant. Well, that was for the Atreides side, but I'm assuming the Harkonnen side has some of those instanced things that you're supposed to travel to in the deep desert. And I'm like, well, what if I'm doing this challenge run where I don't have an ornithopter? What happens then? I mean, eventually I will have an ornithopter, but what if I don't have the coin? Jared says there's a taxi in the deep desert. Okay, there is. Well, that was sort of my question, is how do I do that if I haven't gotten to the point where I'm ready to pony up and pay? All right. I need a haircut in real life, Hector. That's what it comes down to. My wife has been busy. I went the wrong way. Um, I may only have a few strands left, but I'm ready for my. I'm supposed to get a haircut every 60 days, and I'm approaching like 90 days without a haircut. Haircut and beard trim. I did trim the beard last week, so it's time for the haircut. Yeah, I did not know there were taxis in the deep desert. Jared, didn't know that. I knew about the ones in Haga Basin, but not about the deep desert.
Can I fly you somewhere today? Music to my ears. Where do you want to go?
Because here I only have, it's not, it's just a random time. It's an arbitrary number of ruffles. My haircuts happen whenever we have spare time. It's usually every couple of months, every 3 months. The 60-day things was an arbitrary bullshit number. Don't get focused on it.
The basin is a pretty big place. Could you narrow it down a little?
Yeah, take me to Pinnacle Station.
Let's try to avoid any pot shots from the locals as we take off.
I know, I had a bunch of people asking me if I'm going to grow the beard out again. It's like, I don't think I will. Not here anyway. It's too hot in the summertime. It's just a big pain in the ass. I think whenever we move up to the mountain home, I will definitely let the beard grow again and get the Gandalf look going. Probably grow my hair out again too. My 8 strands that I'll have by then. Go for the old mountain hermit look. Oh, the mountains are calling. They are indeed. All right, let me see if there's any more coffee before I go to this testing station. I'll be right back. Did I say deep desert? I meant overworld, yes. The instance missions on the map. Alright. What's up, Blueface? Alright, I don't think there's any quicksand out here. Alright, yeah, there's a way down in here if I remember correctly. Hang on. Oh, Blueface, you missed it. Like, so at the end of this morning's stream, and I showed it off like maybe 10, 15 minutes ago, I'm going to blame Slandered for this because I saw that it had come out, but I had no intention of playing it. And then as you saw it, because you were there last night, I happened to hop in on Slander's stream for like 30 minutes while I was sitting here drinking tequila at the end of the night. And I went, well, shit. And I went and bought it this morning on the PS5. So I literally was showing this off earlier, maybe 15, 20 minutes ago. Yes, if not today, then tomorrow I'll be starting. Today is just going to depend on a few things because I have a meeting later on that I'm waiting to attend, and I don't know what time that meeting is taking place because it's based on other people. Shit. I didn't know there was anybody here. Oh, how did it miss? Anyway, yes. But I'm gonna blame Slandered on that because I wasn't gonna do anything, and then I saw his stream and was like, well, okay, I guess I'll dive in. I won't do a full playthrough though. It'll be, the next 6 days. I've got a few spare times, a few spare moments. Man, I can't talk this morning. I need to drink more coffee. I have some spare time over the next few days until the 29th because that's when Tales of the Shire starts and um, Grounded 2 goes into game preview mode. My dyslexia is getting the better of me with like not being able to talk. Um, so yes, I mean I've played it years and years and years before. It's not really. No, no, no. Get out of the way. Yes. Whoa! Did you see that? I don't know what that was. A little bit of a glitch. Oh, there's another one. I could swear I remember coming over here. Oh, here it is. I was gonna say, I remember coming over here on my main character and jumping down a hole. Here we go.
Someone's here. Who's that?
Ah! Got stuck in the corner.
I've got you covered.
Where are you at?
I've got your back. Tossing grenade.
You toss all you want.
Need the reload.
I was totally shocked I was still up too last night, Queen Blue Face. Like, I'm usually in bed by 7:30, 8 o'clock. But it was pouring down rain. And so Chris and I were up with the storm and just animals and stuff. And so um, I played Lord of the Rings Online on Sunday nights with my family. So I'm actually up past my bedtime on Sunday nights because I usually go to bed at 7:30. But we don't start playing until like 7 with the fam. So I usually finish up on 8, then I do my video editing. Then we had a storm, so it was like 8:30. And I was literally had finished up my video editing, and I was drinking a cup of tequila and was like sitting on my computer watching things upload for tomorrow morning. And I happened to see that Slander had gone live playing Neverwinter Nights 2, and I was like, well, shit, I'm going to go. I don't get a chance to watch Slander. I like Slander a lot, but he plays so damn late most of the time because of his day job, so I don't get a chance to often watch him. He used to stream at an ungodly late hour at like 11 o'clock at night until like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I could never watch those, so it was nice to be able to just, even if it was only for 15 minutes, it was nice to, because he tunes into my streams as often as he can, and I like to reciprocate. And I haven't done any things with him in a while, but we did some streaming stuff back when like the D&D fiasco. That's actually how we got to know each other, was because of when the D&D thing was happening a couple years back with the 5th edition SRD controversy and Pathfinder and all that stuff. And then he and I both share interests with like Pathfinder and Dungeons and Dragons and like RPGs of that style, but he's way deeper into Pathfinder than I am. Garrett says we can't move past. Excuse me. For the record, you cannot taxi the deep desert. Only back to Hagar, the social hubs. Okay, cool.
Welcome, honored guest. Dr. Natalia Manis here, head of testing station number 29. My fellow station leads are constantly reminding me of what a plum assignment this station is, located as it is in these deep ravines.
All right, I need to pay attention to
shade and
bandages.
sheltered from the weather.
Oh, I heard somebody. Oh, 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 there's one there too. I know there's guys at the end of this. I remember they come from either side. It's been a while since I've been down in here, but I do remember that much.
Push back the enemy.
Oh, you're gonna play that way, are you? Come here. You know what? I should go ahead and keep looting all these guys because I forgot that like I've been selling these blade parts and stuff on the exchange for quite a nice profit. I need to remember to not leave that shit to lay waste. Oh shit! Don't know where you come from. Holy crap, that scared me. Ah!
Shields on.
Oh, I missed. I gotta jump over.
Die, Mullah.
Come here. Come get me.
Enemy sight.
Okay. I'm telling you, I'm starting to really love the Blade Master, like the Sword Master. A lot of fun. Like, I originally thought this guy was going to be Trooper first, Swordmaster second, and I have definitely been feeling it. Like, Swordmaster first, baby. Like, I don't mind having a gun and grenades, but the sword is just like, yeah. Yeah, buddy. Alright. Got the pentashield key. What's up, Zariah? Alright, we are still looking for the Harkonnen intelligence. That's the whole point of us being down in here.